Hello, Northwest Georgia. Welcome to Your Weather on North Georgia Television. Today will be a mix of sun and clouds with a high of 91 and a low of 67. A slight chance of thunderstorms is possible during the afternoon. And now for a look around the region. Calhoun, 74 this morning and partly cloudy. Midday, 84 with scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon and a high of 87. Chatsworth starting at 75 and partly cloudy. 86 at midday with a high of 89. Chickamauga, 74 and partly cloudy early. 86 around lunchtime and an afternoon high of 89 with scattered thunderstorms. Cohutta, temperature 74 with a midday temp of 86 and a high of 88 and mostly cloudy skies. Dalton, starting at 74, by noon 86, some clouds and isolated thunderstorms in the afternoon with a high of 89. Fairmount, 76 this morning with a midday temp of 84 and an afternoon high of 86. Fort Oglethorpe, 75 and partly cloudy, midday at 86 with a high of 90. Lafayette has 74 for this morning, 86 by noon, and 90 is the expected high. Ringgold starting at 74 with a midday temp of 86 and an afternoon high of 89, possible showers and thunderstorms. And now for your 7-day forecast. Saturday, intervals of clouds and sunshine, stray shower or thunderstorm is possible, and a high of 91. Sunday, partly cloudy with possible showers or thunderstorms, a high of 93. Monday, sunny along with a few afternoon clouds, stray shower or thunderstorm is possible, with a high of 94. Tuesday, partly cloudy skies, showers or thunderstorms possible, and a high near 95. Wednesday, more scattered thunderstorms in the afternoon, a high near 93 with a 40% chance of rain. Thursday, partly cloudy skies, high around 92, winds light and variable. And Friday, partly cloudy in the morning with scattered thunderstorms developing in the evening, high of 91, 40% chance of rain. And that is your weather forecast. Whatever the weather, North Georgia Television hopes you have a blessed and beautiful day. And now for the local obituaries. Ellen Frances Walden, age 78. Ellen Frances Walden of Dalton passed away on Thursday, June 20th. A memorial service to celebrate the life of Ellen Frances Walden will be held at 4 p.m. Saturday, June 29th at the Chapel of Dalton Funeral Home. The family will be receiving friends for visitation from 2 p.m. until the hour of service. Mr. Theo Randall Johnson, age 58. Theo Randall Johnson of Chatsworth passed away on Tuesday, June 25th at Hamilton Medical Center. Arrangements are incomplete at this time but will be announced later by Sean Chapman Funeral Home. Miss Mary Frances Burgess, age 80. Mary Burgess of Chatsworth passed away on Tuesday, June 25th at her residence. Service to celebrate the life of Miss Mary Frances Burgess will be held Friday, June 28th at 2 p.m. at Ponders Mowers Chapel with Reverend Ron Stevens officiating. She will be laid to rest at the Ponders Murray Memorial Gardens. The family will receive friends at the funeral home after 11 a.m. on Friday. Mr. Eric Lamar Holmes, age 38. Eric Holmes of Chatsworth, Georgia, passed away Sunday, June 23rd at his residence. Arrangements are to be announced by Ponders Melrose Chapel of Dalton, Georgia. Mr. Ricky L. Brown, age 57. Ricky Brown of Chatsworth passed away on Wednesday, June 26th at his residence. Arrangements are to be announced by Sean Chapman Funeral Home. Miss Mary Anita Tinson, Shropshire, age 78. Miss Mary Shropshire of Rocky Face, Georgia, passed away on Thursday, June 27th. Arrangements will be made by a later date by Willis Funeral Home, Dalton, Georgia. Jack D. Kim, age 79. Jack Kim of Calhoun passed away on Tuesday, June 25th at Redmond Regional Medical Center in Rome. The family will receive friends on Friday, June 28th from 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. at Thomas Funeral Home on Saturday, June 29th from 10 a.m. until the funeral hour at 11 a.m. at Calhoun First United Methodist Church. Funeral service will be conducted on Saturday, June 29th at 11 a.m. for the First Calhoun First United Methodist Church with Pastor Ed Archer and Dr. Rob Hoffman officiating. George Allen Murray, age 61. George Murray of Ringgold passed away on Tuesday, June 25th. He served in the U.S. Air Force. Graveside service will be at 12:30 p.m. Friday in Chattanooga National Cemetery, with Chaplain Jerry Lewis officiating. Arrangements by Heritage Funeral Home, Battlefield Parkway. Clinton Harkins, age 92. Clinton Harkins of Rocky Face passed away on Wednesday, June 26th at Dalton Place. There will be a graveside service held at West Hill Cemetery on Saturday, June 29th at 11 a.m. with Reverend Jew Startup officiating. Funeral arrangements are by Julian Peoples Funeral Home, Rocky Face, Georgia. And those are your local obituaries. Stay tuned for your local news.
Good morning and happy Friday. My name is Adam Scott.
And I'm Aaron Scott.
Welcome to your local news, Northwest Georgia. We are your news covering Whitfield, Murray, Gordon, Walker, and Catoosa counties. Thanks for joining us. Coming up in the news today, part of Walker County landfill catches fire Wednesday morning. Clint Eastwood to film in Georgia despite Hollywood boycott. Election 2020 student loan debt ideas, Apple and leave changes unlikely. Cutting payments to Georgia Health Plan worries teachers, retirees, and upcoming area events.
First off, in Walker County, a recently filled area of Walker County landfill caught fire early Tuesday morning around 2 a.m. Material that had been brought to the landfill Tuesday flared up in the construction and demolition section where building waste such as lumber, glass, and brick is disposed. Firefighters with the Walker County Rescue used about 35,000 gallons of water to contain the blaze, which covered about a fourth of an acre. Walker County Landfill and Public Works crew also smothered the area with dirt to further combat hot spots. Crews will continue to monitor this area in case the fire rekindles. A case for the fire remains undetermined. The Georgia EPD has been advised of the incident and is monitoring the situation. This is the second recent time the Walker County landfill has caught on fire. It has also burned in August of 2018. And you know what? I think this has something to do with this Georgia heat. It's incredible.
It's definitely getting pretty hot outside this summer.
Oh, definitely.
That's a fact. Next up, despite the boycott of filming in Georgia launched by Hollywood liberals, angry over the state's new pro-life heartbeat law, legendary actor-director Clint Eastwood will be making his latest movie, The Battle of Richard Jewell, in Atlanta this summer, reported NBC Charlotte and other media. The movie is about Richard Jewell, a police officer and security guard who discovered a bomb at the 1996 Summer Olympics in Atlanta and saved countless lives. Jewell was initially hailed as a hero and then viewed as a suspect. The liberal media criticized Jewell relentlessly in a sensuously practiced trial by media. Eventually, however, Jewell was completely exonerated and the real bomber, Eric Rudolph, was captured. Jewell sued NBC, CNN, and the New York Post for libel and won large settlements. Good for him.
The heartbeat bill in Georgia prohibits abortion once a baby's heartbeat starts, which is usually 6 weeks into pregnancy. The bill signed into law May allows exceptions in cases of rape, incest, or if the mother's life is at a serious risk. One of the lead Hollywood activists to protest the new law is Alyssa Milano. She helped organize the boycott of the Peach Date. In a letter to Georgia Governor Brian Kemp, Milano, joined by 40-plus other actors and Hollywood activists, wrote, "As actors, our work often brings us to Georgia. We've always found your state to be populated with friendly and caring people. We found that hotels in which we stay and restaurants in which we dine while filming there to be comfortable and on high quality. We've been glad to bring billions of dollars in the revenue to support Georgia's schools, parks, and communities, but we cannot in good conscience continue to recommend our industry remain in Georgia if the heartbeat bill becomes law. We will do everything in our power to move our industry to a safer state for women if the heartbeat bill becomes law. You have a choice, gentlemen. We pray you make the right one." The letter was signed by many Hollywood personalities, including Alec Baldwin, Billy Baldwin, David Arquette, Mia Farrow, Ashley Judd, Rosie O'Donnell, Sean Penn, Natalie Portman, Emma Roberts, and Amy Schumer.
Some of the actors slated to work on the Eastwood film include Kathy Bates, Olivia Wilde, John Hamm, and Sam Rockwell. Clint Eastwood, 89, has worked in television and movies since the mid-1950s. He has won 13 Academy Awards and has won 8 Golden Globe Awards. Clint Eastwood describes himself as a libertarian. He endorsed Republican Mitt Romney in the 2012 presidential election. He also gave a speech at the 2012 Republican National Convention where he mocked an empty chair that represented President Barack Obama. And you know, this is really crazy. This whole heartbeat thing, like this whole heartbeat bill, I mean, it's sort of a crazy thing for our government to induce on us. I mean, that's really crazy.
It is a crazy thing for them to induce, but at the end of the day, it's going to be what it's going to be, and if you don't like it, move. There's no other way around it. We can complain all we want, but until someone does something about it, we're all just gonna have to accept it.
That's
right?
a fact, but you can't. That's a fact, but you can't play God. You reap what you sow.
Exactly right. Next up, billionaire technology investor Robert F. Smith's surprise announcement at this year's Morehouse College commencement ceremony that will pay the student loan debt for each graduate, who has more people talking about a long-standing issue in higher education. Student loan debt at $1.5 trillion and counting is out of control. So what's the solution? Some Democratic presidential candidates, Vermont U.S. Senator Bernie Sanders being the latest last week, has offered ideas. So too has the White House. Several ideas focus on eliminating debt after the borrowers make a certain amount of payments. However, few experts believe any significant changes will be made before Election Day of 2020. Even if a Democrat wins the White House next year and the party gains control of the U.S. Senate, the plans may have difficulty passing because of questions within the party about how to pay for the initiatives. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution has broke down some specific plans by President Trump as well as his challengers.
President Donald Trump, under provisions in his proposed 2020 budget, undergraduate students would have their loans forgiven after 15 years of monthly payments, and graduate students who have their loans forgiven after 30 years of monthly payments. Bernie Sanders, he wants to cancel the outstanding debt for all borrowers, cap student loan interest rates at 1.88%, provide Pell Grants to cover the remaining tuition, housing, and fees for all students currently eligible to receive the grants, and triple work-study funding. He wants to pay for it with a 0.5% tax on stock trades, a 0.1% fee on bond trades, and a 0.005% fee on derivative trades. Julian Castro, the former mayor of San Antonio, has proposed that students would not pay loans until they earn at least 250% of the federal poverty line, which is about $26,000 for a family of 4. The loan payment would be capped at 10% once the borrower meets the income threshold. Castro also proposes expanding maximum Pell Grants from the current $6,195 a year to $10,000 a year. He would pay for this with a new unspecified tax plan.
And Kirsten Gillibrand, the U.S. Senator from New York, is one of the lead sponsors of a bill introduced in April that would make all federal student loans eligible for participating in a federal program that forgives the debt after 10 years of on-time payments. Elizabeth Warren, the U.S. Senator from Massachusetts, wants to cancel about all current student loan debt and pay for it with a 2% annual tax on 75,000 families with $50 million or more in wealth. Donald E. Heller, a University of San Francisco educator, believes raising the maximum Pell Grant to $10,000 is one approach that could help students from lower-income families who typically struggle more paying for college. The bill introduced in the U.S. Senate last year proposed raising the maximum Pell Grant, but it failed. Change takes time in Washington. Another bill aimed at reducing student loan debt was introduced last year with 32 House sponsors. This year it has 40 sponsors and only 180 votes to go. And honestly, I think what this guy's got going on with, tax and stocks, that actually may work.
I think that's a great idea for the advanced trader, I guess you would call them. I think that's great for the advanced trader, and he did say something about if they got over 50 mil. I think that's great. I think that's cool, but I don't like the idea of them taking from us. I definitely think it should be pulled from a Militeel fund. I mean, there's trillions of dollars being spent there. I mean, pull $1 trillion out. I know it's not. How many students could get out of debt with that, right? That's all I'm saying. Right. Next up, the Kemp administration saved the state and local school districts about $235 million this month by having them skip premium payments into the health insurance plan for about 650,000 Georgia teachers, state employees, retirees, and their dependents. According to the report by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, that was good news for state agencies and schools, and the move will make the state's financial books look better when the fiscal year ends Sunday. But it has set an alarm that bells among plan members. Remember what they call the raid on state health benefit plan reserves during the Great Recession that resulted in higher premiums for employees and changes in benefits. A May 14th memo from Governor Brian Kemp's Office of Planning and Budget said it was looking for ways to help the state ensure that we end in a year in good fiscal order and support the governor's priority of strong conservative fiscal leadership. The June holiday for the state and local school districts from paying into the insurance plan, the memo said, would help the state conserve state and federal funds.
Memo said that this holiday will provide substantial savings to state and local school district while maintaining a healthy and well-funded health plan for our employees. Gwinnett County's Board of Education responded by giving its employees a $300 salary adjustment, but for most agencies it was used to cut their costs for fiscal year. State tax collections were up slightly in May and they improved 4.5% for the first 11 months of the fiscal year. What the state collects in June will determine whether it raises what it needs to meet its budget this year. State officials may have expected a little stronger growth considering a law that went into effect January 1st mandating that online retailers collect taxes from their sales in Georgia. Job growth has also been relatively slow so far this year. OBP officials said the benefit plan of SHBP is projected to have a surplus this year, and the move is not to pay into the plan and to make sure the state is in a strongest possible position for the end of the fiscal year in 2019.
The plan has an estimated $643 million in reserves and is expected to put an additional $105 million into a fund for future health care expenses, OPB officials said. The benefit plan is funded by a combination of employer payments, money put in by the state and school districts, and the employee payments that plan members make as premiums. John Palmer, a Cobb County educator and spokesperson for the group Tragic, said there is a reason to be concerned about the governor's move. In 2008, as the Great Recession started hammering state finances, the state allowed agencies to skip payments into the health care plan to save money, he said, essentially rating the plan surplus of about $600 million. This money was never replaced by the state. Insurance rate for teachers and state employees tripled and benefits were cut in order to rebuild this reserve, Palmer said.
Tragic formed after the Department of Community Health came out with changes in coverage for teachers, state employees, and retirees and increased upfront cost. Tragic members protested the changes during the 2014 General Assembly session, and Governor Nathan Dill and lawmakers quickly came up with extra money to respond to the complaints. Since then, health premium increases most years for many of the plan's members have been below what employees in the private sector have faced. Palmer said this is now a risk. Palmer said over the past 5 years, teachers and state employees have rebuilt the SHBP surplus, yet instead of reducing premiums or increasing coverage, Governor Kemp wants to run the same playbook and again raid the SHBP reserve to help balance the state budget. This will lead to another manufactured crisis of the SHBP that will cause higher rates and again for teachers and state employees and set a precedent that reserves built with taxpayer money and just a piggy bank that can be used to pay for more state spending.
OPV officials said that the state is not raiding reserves but using SHBP surplus money that the plan expected to have this year. The June holiday for SHBP payments wasn't the only way to beef up the state's financial books. Even if the state didn't raise enough tax money to pay for its spending this fiscal year, KIPP inherited a $2.5 billion rainy day reserve from his predecessor. Teachers, state employees, and retirees on the plan won't know for a few months what they will have to pay in premiums in 2020. The Department of Community Health Board typically sets rates in August. Earlier this month, the board approved a new lower rate of premiums or contributions that state agencies and school districts will pay into the system for the upcoming year.
And now, other upcoming area events bulletins. Have you been hearing the buzz about compost lately? Join Amy Hartline and Keep Dalton Whitfield Beautiful at Lakeshore Community Gardens this Saturday at 9 a.m. to learn the do's and don'ts of compost in 30-minute increments until 11 a.m. This class is completely free. For more information, call 706-226-6211. And in Dalton this week at the Artistic Civic Theater, ACT, today through June 29th at 7 p.m. and June 30th at 2 p.m., Kate Finney will direct a show featuring several area high school students singing music theater standards. The show is a fundraiser for children in Rwanda and South Africa and promises to be very entertaining. Admission at $5 at the door, and additional donations are gratefully accepted.
The ACT Children's Theater Camp will be the week after the 4th, July 8th to the 12th. You may register your child online at actdalton.org or print out a form to send with them on July 8th. Along with their $100 registration fee, ACT is located at 907 Gaston Street in Dalton. In Rome, hear live music from local singers and songwriters while you enjoy your lunch under a beautiful sky. Grab some friends, some lunch, and go on down to the Brown Bag Concert Series every third Tuesday at Rotary Plaza from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Sponsored by the Mohawk Carpet Foundation, the Gym Theater in Calhoun is offering free movies each Thursday, 10 a.m. through July 18th. Although there will be no movie on July 4th, the remaining lineup is as follows. Today, Mary Poppins, July 11th, Smallfoot, and July 18th, The Lego Movie. The gym is located at 114 North Wall Street in historic downtown Calhoun. After that, the town of Cohutta and the city of Varnell will host a fireworks show on July 4th. There will be live music, food vendors, face painting, and more. Fun starts at 4 p.m. and the fireworks show will start at approximately 9:30 p.m.
Next up, Keep Dalton Whitfield Beautiful invites everyone to join them for Turn Up Clean Up on June 28th at 6:30 p.m. They will be meeting at the Burr Performing Arts Park in downtown Dalton. Help clean up downtown and then celebrate with music by Jerry Navarro's Old School Motown Review for free afterwards. The Dalton Whitfield Solid Waste Authority will be making guitar picks and instruments out of recycled materials. And then the introduction to archery will be offered at New Echota State Historic Site on July 13th. This is a program designed as an introduction to a sport of archery. It is open to children aged 6 and older. They will be introduced to the different aspects of the bow and arrow and will be taught how to safely handle the bow and shoot an arrow at a target. The program will begin at 10 a.m. and end at 2 p.m. The program is for all ages. The program is included with regular park admission fees, which is $7 for adults and $6.50 for seniors and $5.50 for children aged 6 to 17.
After that, New Echota State Historic Site will have Kids Day on Saturday, July 20th. The program will feature finger weaving, quill pen writing, making a cornhusk doll, and napping generation, and fire starting activity. Activities begin at 10 a.m. and end at 2 p.m. Admission price is $7 for adults, $6.50 for adults over 62, and $5.50 for children between the ages of 6 and 17. New Echota is located at 12 Chatsworth and Highway. Atlanta-based Chi-Town Transit Authority is bringing the legendary sounds of the band Chicago to the Gym Theater on Saturday, August 3rd at 7:30 p.m. This newly formed 7-piece band has been wowing audiences with renditions from the famed rock band with horns. The band Chicago is known for hits such as Just You and Me, Saturday in the Park, You're the Inspiration, Hard Habit to Break, and more. The band has a tremendous music catalog spanning decades. Tickets are $35 and $30 and are now on sale at Calhoun at gymtheater.org.
And it looks like we're running out of time here at North Georgia Television News. I hope that everyone has a great weekend.
Absolutely.
Thank you for tuning in here this morning. I'm Aaron Scott.
And I'm Adam Scott. And remember, guys,
Stay classy.
Say it and play it. Search the VidLink catalog using voice control in just a few quick steps. First, launch the VidLink app. Second, hold the select button for 2 seconds. Third, when the search screen appears, hold down the microphone button. Fourth, speak your search request. Select your content and enjoy. Say it and play it. So easy from VidLink, your new digital digital entertainment experience. Make the right call. Sign up today.
Hi, I'm Judy Elliott, inviting you to join me on Lifestyles for Women show on WDNN TV. This year brings exciting new topics that women like to discuss or just know more about. Subjects like ways to look and feel your very best, travel, family, health, and sometimes just fun girl talk. It's always exciting, and we invite your suggestions. Just message me on Facebook at Lifestyles for Women, or for more information or to watch us online, visit WDNNTV.com. Lifestyles for Women.
While the word cancer can strike fear at the deepest level of our souls, in the case of skin cancer, the prognosis is very good. Basal cell and squamous cell carcinomas are the most common and are not normally included in cancer statistics.
Our office specializes in the diagnosis and treatment of skin cancer.
If you're concerned about a mole or freckle that may be changing, give us a call. Most treatments can be performed in our office in about 15 minutes with very little discomfort.
I am Ron McKinney, pastor of Kinsey Drive Baptist Church in Dalton, Georgia. KDBC has been the birthplace of several Christian organizations. It was the birthplace of Christian Heritage School 30 years ago, and through the Academy of Fine Arts, L'Abri Symphonic Orchestra was founded by KDBC members Gene and Betty Lindauer. The ministry of KDBC reaches around the world with the missions of To Every Tribe Ministry, and I was a founding member of North Georgia Fellowship of Christian Athletes in 1992. Majesty is the longest running television program on North Georgia television. For 28 years, we have faithfully proclaimed the doctrines of grace. Kinsey Drive Baptist Church welcomes you to visit at 2626 Kinsey Drive on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Our website is kinseydrivebaptistchurch.com. To God be all the glory.
I'm Connie Hall Scott, and my show, The Talk with Connie, is right here on North Georgia Television. And I hope you'll join me and my very, very interesting guests as we dish on, well, just about everything. Meet local and regional entertainers, newsmakers, motivators, and all kinds of ordinary people doing extraordinary things. Enjoy man-on-the-street interviews, hot topic discussions, and even the occasional game or prank. It's all about community and getting to know each other. My goal is to entertain, educate, and stimulate, so join the talk for a new episode every week.
First Bank of Calhoun and First Bank of Dalton are proud to serve our communities, providing the products you need plus the personal service you expect from your hometown bank. We offer the latest technology, like customized instant issue debit cards, InstaPay, and more. And with our experienced First Elite bankers, switching to First Bank has never been easier.
Stop by and see what sets us apart.
First Bank of Calhoun and First Bank of Dalton, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
This message is for all Americans that owe $10,000 or more in back taxes to the IRS. Call the number on your screen now and we will contact the IRS on your behalf, help you end wage garnishments, stop collection calls, remove tax liens, eliminate IRS and state tax penalties, and reduce the amount you owe if you qualify. Let us take the stress of back taxes and the IRS off your shoulders so you can spend time on the important things in your life, like your family or your business. If you owe more than $10,000 in back taxes, call now. Find out how we can help you.
Georgia is now a hands-free state. That means you can't have a phone in your hand or supported by your body if you want to talk on your phone while driving. Even with hands-free, text messages, emails, and social media are still against the law. Parking your phone while your car is in drive could save lives, maybe even yours. For more information, go to headsupgeorgia.com.
Welcome back. We are going to start our Spanish program for 30 minutes. I am Corelli Frere, and she is Veronica Estrada. And this is a program of North Georgia Television covering Murray, Walker, Gordon, Whitfield, and Catoosa counties.
Bienvenidos, viernes ya, fin de semana ya empieza y bueno, este programa es a través de la televisora del norte de Georgia, trayéndoles a ustedes las últimas noticias de lo que viene siendo que han pasado. Bueno, pues, ¿qué cree? Pánico en la comunidad hispana. El jueves por la mañana, al parecer, el rumor de que ICE había visitado una fábrica donde hacen productos para gatos en el área de Chatsworth, lo cual resultó ser solo un rumor, ya que hablamos personalmente con el dueño de la compañía, Viterrice Pet Products, el señor Fidel Bermúdez, desmintió la supuesta visita de inmigración a su negocio. Él comentó que en ningún momento en su compañía había recibido ningún agente de inmigración. Hablamos con los trabajadores de esta compañía y también desmintieron ese rumor. Al parecer, en varios perfiles de Facebook se han estado dando noticias de supuestas visitas a hogares en el área de Dalton por los servicios de inmigración pero hasta el momento solo una persona con el nombre de Domingo dijo que efectivamente el servicio de inmigración había ido a tocar a su departamento por la mañana y al no abrir se retiraron para regresar más tarde. El señor vive en Chatsworth y dijo que al parecer están buscando a una persona, pero hasta el momento no se ha confirmado de ningún arresto por parte directa del servicio de inmigración. Y Carelli, pues sí, la comunidad estuvo muy espantada acerca de esto. Empecé a recibir muchísimos mensajes y me trasladé hasta lo que viene siendo Chatsworth, a la compañía, y sí fue algo que no fue cierto. Lo que sí fue cierto que hubo unas personas tocando en una casa, en un departamento en la Cuarta Avenida en Chatsworth, pero nadie abrió, así es que no se sabe si de verdad venían a buscar a alguien de los que habitan ahí en la casa, ya que el que vive en la casa, él me confirmó de que él tiene todo en orden, que incluso la semana pasada había tenido su corte en migración y todo estaba bien con él. Esperemos que bueno, pues esto no llegue a mayores.
Sí, ay no, pero either way, qué miedo.
Mucho miedo.
Y los administradores de Whitfield County Schools participaron recientemente en el curso de gestión de incidentes críticos en educación del Departamento de Seguridad Nacional de los Estados Unidos en el Dalton State College. El curso de 3 días fue impartido por instructores del Servicio de Extensiones de Ingeniería de Texas A&M y en el Centro de Prevención y Protección, Mitigación y Respuesta a Incidentes Críticos en la Educación. A los administradores se les dieron escenarios que requieren trabajar en colaboración para identificar sus roles en la administración de incidentes críticos, así como los roles y responsabilidades de las partes interesadas de la comunidad que responderían a dichos eventos. Richard Knox, coordinador de seguridad de las escuelas del condado de Whitfield, dijo: nuestros administradores del distrito y escuela valoraron la seguridad escolar y su dedicación para asistir a estos 3 días de capacitación es testimonio de un deseo de proporcionar un ambiente de aprendizaje seguro para todos nuestros estudiantes y personal. El curso brindó las administraciones la oportunidad de participar en ejercicios prácticos y relevantes como parte de un equipo de gestión de incidentes y de reconocer y prepararse para eventos que puedan tener un efecto en el sistema escolar.
Wow, qué buena información, que los estén preparando para cualquier evento que pueda suceder. Así es que bueno, continuamos nosotros. Oiga, en Washington la Corte Suprema dictaminó el jueves que la administración de nuestro presidente no puede incluir una pregunta sobre la ciudadanía en el formulario del censo 2020 que va a todos los hogares de los Estados Unidos, dando una victoria a los estados poblados mayoritariamente demócratas que dijeron que la pregunta disuadir a los inmigrantes legales e ilegales de responder y hacer que el recuento de la población sea menos preciso. El tribunal estaba profundamente fracturado en el tema, pero en la sección que esencialmente eliminó la cuestión de la ciudadanía, la votación fue de 5-4 con el juez jefe John Roberts uniéndose a la liberal de 4 miembros de la Corte. La mayoría del tribunal dijo que el gobierno tiene el derecho de hacer una pregunta de ciudadanía, pero que debe justificar adecuadamente cambiar la práctica de larga en lo que viene siendo las oficinas del censo. La justificación de la administración Trump fue inventada, escribió Roberts, y no parecía ser la razón genuina del cambio, posiblemente implicando que la verdadera razón era política. La decisión dificulta que el Departamento de Comercio justifique la cuestión y la haga parte del censo antes de que los formularios tengan que imprimirse en unas pocas semanas, pero deja la puerta abierta para que el gobierno lo intente de nuevo, y algunos expertos legales creen que el gobierno podría tener éxito. ¿Qué significa esto, Kareli? Que cuando las personas van a levantar un censo en la comunidad para saber cuántas personas viven, esa pregunta, mucha gente tiene miedo contestarla porque muchos no tienen sus documentos, entonces prefieren no participar en el censo. Entonces, al no participar el condado en el censo, eso nos limita a que el Estado nos limite cierta cantidad de ayudas a cada condado. Digamos, ok, en el censo se dice que viven 80,000 personas en Dalton. Entonces, en el censo solo, el Estado solo les mandaría ayuda para esas 80,000 personas, viendo que hay mucho más de personas que no quisieron participar en el censo debido al miedo que tienen de que se llegue a usar eso en política.
Esta pregunta, ¿ya? Y 2 maestros de una guardería del norte de Georgia han sido despedidos y detenidos por carga de crueldad infantil. 2 ex maestras de la guardería enfrentan cargos de crueldad infantil después de que el video de vigilancia parece mostrar a los niños que abusaban físicamente y mentalmente el mes pasado. Eso fue lo que dijeron las autoridades. Hannah Bell Grace Diamond, de 22 años, y Pamela Ann Vizcara, de 55 años, fueron despedidas de Small Wonders Play Care en Evans después de los incidentes que tuvieron lugar el 29 de mayo. Informó el periódico Augusta Chronicle. Fueron arrestadas el martes y acusadas de 3 cargos de crueldad a los niños, causando un dolor físico o mental excesivo. Diamond supuestamente torció la cabeza de un niño, arrojó a otro niño a una mesa de cambio y tiró a otro niño, de acuerdo con una orden de arresto obtenida por el periódico. Vizcara es acusada de tirar de un niño por el suelo por su cabello, arrebatar a otro niño por el brazo de un sofá y abofetar a un niño en la cara, de acuerdo con otra orden obtenida por el periódico Crónica. El director de la guardería vio las imágenes después de recibir varias quejas sobre las 2 maestras, y la guardería envió una declaración al periódico. Diamond y Vizcara fueron trasladadas a la cárcel del condado de Columbia, según el periódico Augusta Chronicle.
¡Wow! Sí. Ay, ese es el peor miedo de los padres que tenemos cuando nos cuidan a nuestros hijos, Kareli. Qué triste. Y casos como este, varias 2 guarderías en el área de Chattanooga también tuvieron un caso similar a este. Bueno, oiga, retiran los cargos a Alvi Shara, de 87 años, que fue acusada de instrucción criminal y obstrucción de un oficial después de que entró en una parte de un lote al otro lado de la calle de su casa con un cuchillo de cocina. Los miembros de la familia dijeron que ella cortaba una planta que se llama diente de león para hacer una ensalada. El oficial Stephen Marshall usó un taser en contra de esta mujer de 87 años. Sus familiares, nativos sirios, dijeron que ella hablaba el inglés muy poco, después de que ella rechazó las órdenes verbales y las manifestaciones no verbales de Marshall y de Etirich para soltar el cuchillo. La decisión de retirar el caso penal contra ella se produce después de que la reciente publicación del video de la cámara de control de uno de los oficiales del Departamento de Policías de Chatsworth, que muestra el uso del arresto del taser hacia esta señora de 87 años. Los abogados de ella, Jeffy Dean y Marcus Morris, del bufete de abogados de Dalton Morris & Dean, presentaron la demanda por derechos civiles en contra de la ciudad por el uso de fuerza excesiva con una mujer de 87 años. En su carta, Boston dijo que había acersado a cerrar el caso criminal en referencia a la familia de la mujer, quien dijo no querían que el video de la cámara del cuerpo fuera lanzado al público. Una vez que el caso ha sido decidido por el jurado o cerrado, todas las pruebas en este caso se considera que un registro abierto bajo la ley de Georgia, con el fin de evitar que el video vaya a ser lanzado. Boston mantuvo el caso abierto y dijo que el bufete de abogados que publicó el video en su página de Facebook le dio a Boston razones para cerrar el caso. Este caso ya está cerrado y efectivamente me tocó ver este caso. Fue un caso muy fuerte, Carelli, que pasó en Chatsworth y muchos medios de comunicación estuvieron hablando acerca de ese caso. Y bueno, pues vámonos rápido con esta noticia que ya casi se nos va el tiempo.
Sí, y en una área recientemente llena del condado de Walker, se incendió temprano el martes por la mañana. Alrededor de las 2 de la mañana, el material que había sido llevado al vertedero el martes se descompuso en la sección de la construcción y demolición, donde se desechan los residuos de construcción como madera, vidrio y ladrillo.
Oh, wow, Dios. Así es que a tener muchísimo cuidado ahorita con las temperaturas que llueve, se pone caliente, el vapor pues puede provocar estos incendios. Y bueno, pues nosotros tenemos una entrevista bien especial que queremos invitarlos a todos ustedes que se queden con nosotros, porque tenemos la entrevista con el Padre Duval, que fuimos a hacerla por allá en lo que fue la Iglesia Católica San José. Así es que en Punto de Vista usted estará disfrutando de estas palabras tan hermosas que le deja el Padre Duval a lo que viene siendo esta hermosísima comunidad de Dalton. Así es que no se lo pierda, quédese con nosotros y nosotros regresamos el lunes. Que tengan un excelente fin de semana, Karel.
First Bank of Calhoun and First Bank of Dalton are proud to serve our communities, providing the products you need plus the personal service you expect from your hometown bank. We offer the latest technology, like customized instant-issue debit cards, InstaPay, and more. And with our experienced First Elite bankers, switching to First Bank has never been easier.
Stop by and see what sets us apart.
First Bank of Calhoun and First Bank of Dalton, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Precision Chemical and Paper Supply is locally owned and operated by Damon Duckett, serving our community for 40-plus years. We can supply all your away-from-home needs. Business-to-business products include janitorial, food and beverage, facilities and ground, office products, and packaging. Located at 101 Bryant Avenue in Dalton. Give Precision Chemical and Paper Supply a call today at 706-226-8795 or visit them on their website at precisionchemicalandpaper.com.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter, a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm and disaster that threatens my community. I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Georgia is now a hands-free state. That means you can't have a phone in your hand or supported by your body if you want to talk on your phone while driving. Even with hands-free, text messages, emails, and social media are still against the law. Parking your phone while your car is in drive could save lives, maybe even yours. For more information, go to headsupgeorgia.com.
This message is for all Americans that owe $10,000 or more in back taxes to the IRS. Call the number on your screen now and we will contact the IRS on your behalf, help you end wage garnishments, stop collection calls, remove tax liens, eliminate IRS and state tax penalties, and reduce the amount you owe if you qualify. Let us take the stress of back taxes and the IRS off your shoulders so you can spend time on the important things in your life, like your family or your business. If you owe more than $10,000 in back taxes, call now. Find out how we can help you.
Hi, I'm Lori McDaniel, host of The Local Scene. We've all heard it a million times. There's nothing to do around here. Well, the local scene exists to prove that statement wrong. We promote events, festivals, fundraisers, and exciting news about what's going on in Northwest Georgia. If you're looking for something to do, tune in. If you've got an event or something special you want to promote on the air, let us know so you can be a guest on the show. Hey, free publicity doesn't grow on trees, you know. If you'd like to be on the local scene, please email WDNN at info@WDNNTV.com with the subject line, The Local Scene, or call us at 706-278-9713. Nothing to do. As if.
Hola mi gente, nuevamente aquí Verónica Estrada con otro programa más de Punto de Vista. Encantada de estar nuevamente para mantenerles a todos ustedes bien informados a lo que viene siendo esta hermosísima comunidad hispana. Y el día de hoy tengo un invitado súper especial para muchísimos de nosotros, una cara bien conocida que bueno pues nos ha ayudado a nosotros a ser mejores cristianos, que ha estado en algunos momentos bien difíciles, otros momentos bien felices, y tengo conmigo al Padre Duval. Padre, ¿cómo está?
Buenas para todos, gracias a Dios, bien, y por aquí ya en la recta final, después de 7 años construyendo la iglesia en esta ciudad de Dalton.
7 años, Padre, que hemos tenido la dicha de tenerlo con nosotros, de ser parte de esta comunidad tan grande que es Dalton, y ahora recibimos la noticia de que va a ser trasladado para otro lugar. Ya nos había pasado una vez y la comunidad se sintió muy triste, y otra vez nos vuelve a pasar. Padre, hay aunque sea una esperancita de que este negro de Medellín, Guanajuato, regrese para acá.
Ayer una señora en una reunión me decía la frase de quiénes somos los sacerdotes. Los sacerdotes somos aves de paso. Hoy estamos aquí, mañana en otro lugar, porque entendemos desde la ordenación sacerdotal que somos siervos, servidores del Señor, y que el Señor es el dueño de la mies, de la iglesia, y que llama a los obreros y a través del obispo los envía donde la iglesia en la arquidiócesis sabe que se necesita. Fue todo un privilegio poder estar 7 años, y como dices, hace ya 4 años me devolvieron, así que ha sido como un tiempo justo en el cual se ha labrado la comunidad, la iglesia, se ha crecido en la fe, en el conocimiento de la palabra, de las verdades en que como católicos creemos. Y ahorita lo decía Verónica, ha sido momentos de alegría, de tristeza, también de malos entendidos, pero sobre todo a través del diálogo y la oración ha sido momentos de construir la comunidad.
Y bueno, Padre, eso es muy cierto, de que es momento de construir la comunidad, y pues nosotros esperamos que, aunque usted ya no vaya a estar aquí con nosotros para celebrarnos la misa, para estar con nosotros cuando mucha gente tiene cualquier problema, que viene aquí con usted a platicar, aunque sea a echar un ratito de plática con usted. Y bueno, ahora usted toma esta decisión de enviarlo a otro lugar. Usted como persona, ¿cómo se siente? Como usted dice, ustedes son obreros del Señor, son abejas de paso, pero ¿cómo se siente? Porque yo siento que Dalton es una comunidad que no lo mira tanto como sacerdote, sino como un hermano, como un amigo que ha estado ahí para la comunidad bien firme y nos ha traído muchísimas cosas nuevas.
El sacerdote que no tiene claro que la iglesia es de Dios se apega. Y como dice Verónica, como tú dices, es humano nosotros también apegarnos, porque somos carne y hueso, somos mente, somos corazón, somos sentimiento, pero también entendemos que no es nuestra comunidad. No es fácil decir adiós para un sacerdote, no es fácil dejar este rancho grande de Dalton, pero a la vez me queda la alegría y la satisfacción de decir, dejo una comunidad formada. Gracias al permiso y al apoyo de nuestro pastor, el padre Paul Williams, pudimos desarrollar un plan pastoral donde dejamos este barco muy bien amarrado, consolidado, formado, celebrativo, alegre y sobre todo una comunidad orante. Por tanto, triste se va un sacerdote que pasó haciendo nada. Alegre se va este negro porque pasé, creo, en conciencia y en el corazón, dando, entregando, fortaleciendo a una comunidad. Por tanto, creo que no queda una comunidad infantil, sino que queda una comunidad sólida, madura en la fe y capaz de seguir jalando la toalla.
Así es que bueno, pues nos da muchísimo gusto que usted también haya disfrutado de esta comunidad y también, bueno, pues le deseamos también muchísima suerte donde usted va, padre, pero esperemos que no se olvide de este rancho bicicletero de lo que viene siendo Dalton y también, bueno, vamos a nosotros a estar al pendiente del próximo sacerdote. Nos dice que su salida ya era muy pronto, pero ahora nos van a permitir pues dejarlo un poquito más.
La salida es ahorita el 23 de junio, pero el sacerdote que fue nombrado para acá, está disponible hasta el 1 de agosto. Así que un mes más dando lata. ¿Qué le tenemos que dar gracias a Dios? Hoy tenemos 130 parroquias y misiones en el norte de Georgia. Tenemos más de 250 sacerdotes y tenemos la dicha de que hoy me voy, pero llega un sacerdote más. Tenemos que ser agradecidos porque hay comunidades donde hoy les quitan un sacerdote, pero no hay quien le reemplace. Por tanto, que no dejemos de darle gracias a Dios, que hoy quedan con ustedes 3 sacerdotes para continuarles acompañando en la fe.
Así es que bueno, pues ya sabe, más que nada nosotros los invitamos para que sigan asistiendo. La otra vez que usted se fue, padre, yo miré, muchísima gente miramos, pues que la comunidad empezó a aflojar un poquito la fe. Eso sí nos dio un poquito de tristeza porque pues me imagino que para usted como sacerdote dejar ya un cimiento bien puesto y que la comunidad de repente se flaquee, se doble, siento que eso pues afecta bastante. Y me da muchísimo gusto que usted diga, tenemos un barco bien puesto con esta comunidad hispana de aquí de Dalton y todos los alrededores y pues esperamos que sigan viniendo, sigan asistiendo. ¿Quién nos va a cantar el Día de las Madres ahora? ¿Quién nos va a dar esas serenatas tan bonitas? ¿Quién va a festejar todo lo que usted festeja, padre? Porque usted la verdad nos trajo una alegría muy buena aquí a Dalton, ¿eh?
Pero recuerde, no todos servimos para todo, pero todos servimos para algo. Así como me voy con mis talentos a otra comunidad que también necesita de Dios, vienen otros con otros talentos diferentes, con otros valores, con otro estilo de vida sacerdotal, pero hoy me quedo con la certeza que llegará con deseos también de dar, de gastarse y de desgastarse en amor a una comunidad. Gracias a Dios fui nombrado al sur de Atlanta, después del downtown, 5 minutos, a una ciudad que se llama Hayville, y en esa ciudad hay una iglesia que se llama San John Evangelist, San Juan Evangelista, a 3 minutos del aeropuerto. Por allá también voy a estar haciendo lo que se hizo aquí, con la ayuda de los pastores y del obispo, construyendo la iglesia.
Bueno, no se nos va del estado, eso es bueno, o sea que todavía vamos a poder escaparnos y ir a darle una visitadita, si anda la gente por allá, pues que se vaya a la misa por allá. Padre, otra cosa bien importante, usted fue el que nos jaló las orejas y nos dijo, vamos a hacer el Festival Guadalupano. ¿Qué mensaje usted le deja a toda esa gente que lo apoyó a usted y que estuvo al frente de usted y que usted fue nuestro motivo? Y se lo digo porque en lo personal usted fue mi motivo para arrearnos, para decirnos, échenle ganas, vamos a hacerlo. ¿Qué le dice usted a esa gente que siempre ayuda cada año con lo que es el festejo guadalupano, que es algo que usted nos está dejando y que a mí me encantaría que la comunidad lo siga haciendo para seguir recordando de esas grandes cosas que usted nos dejó en Dalton? ¿Qué usted le dice a la comunidad acerca de eso?
Hace 7 años que llegué a Dalton, a las 2 semanas le dije a nuestro párroco, el padre Paul Williams, padre, aquí tenemos una mina de oro en bruto. Cuando yo vi la raza, el pueblo, la comunidad, esta iglesia a reventar, y nos dimos a la tarea de sacar ese oro de líderes, de sacar ese oro de formar a los líderes, de sacar ese oro de celebrar desde nuestra cultura, nuestra fe. Y una gran expresión religiosa de nuestra fe es el amor a María Santísima. Cuando yo llego y pregunto qué hay, me dicen, pues ni modo la misa. Dije, no, Guadalupe es más que la Santa Misa. Guadalupe es la fiesta de un pueblo latinoamericano que alrededor de una madre, como es una mamá, se reúne a celebrar. Así que nos dimos a la tarea de convocar cada año un comité. Este año, yo viendo venir lo que se venía, que el negro lo iban a pelar de aquí para el cielo y en buena mula, entonces desde febrero me puse a la tarea, ya tenemos el comité, está trabajando, y a todos les pido que apoyen el comité, que respondan como siempre, con su generosidad, con su oración, con sus donaciones, con su presencia. Nos ha tocado hielo, nos ha tocado nieve, nos ha tocado agua, nos ha tocado frío, pero aquí estamos, primo. Así que todos, este año va a ser el sábado 7 de diciembre en el mismo lugar. Allá espero que me cuenten que si, aunque llovió, el pueblo dijo presente.
Claro que sí, bueno, pues así es que ya saben, yo estoy súper contenta y feliz de haberlo tenido aquí conmigo, padre, por haberle dirigido esas palabras a la comunidad. Y bueno, pues la programación de Punto de Vista es para eso, para esta comunidad tan hermosa que tenemos aquí en Dalton. Padre, muchísimas gracias.
Mi niña, Dios le pague, gracias también por su apoyo, porque el Papa, desde San Juan Pablo II, la iglesia viene diciéndonos, usemos los medios de comunicación. Y sé que Verónica a través de la radio, hoy a través de la televisión, continúa promoviendo la evangelización, llegar con los valores del evangelio a tantos corazones, hogares, personas que a través de los medios de comunicación también escuchan hablar de Jesús. Que todos continuemos siendo apóstoles de la palabra desde donde Dios nos pone. Así, mi niña, que también un Dios le pague.
Muchísimas gracias. Bueno, eso es todo. Nosotros es un programa más de Punto de Vista. Muchísimas gracias, padre, y hasta la próxima.
Hasta